Hey you guys in the comment section. What's going on, Conscious Crew? You guys already know who the hell this is, and we're here with another episode of Conscious Television. You guys already know what we're here to discuss. So before we even get into this discussion, and I'm gonna try not to have you guys here for too long tonight because the nigga is tired, but I definitely wanted to speak about this new endeavor of Miss NENE Leakes. I watched my boy King Reeves talk about it, and I also watched my baby daddy Jason Lee just now on Hollywood on Lock also speak about this endeavor, and I definitely just couldn't lay my ass down without also giving my 2 cents. But before I do, I want you guys to certainly give this video a thumbs up, share the stream out if you have not subscribed yet. Obviously, I want you to subscribe, okay? Hit that notification bell, even though YouTube is a bitch ass nigga who definitely does not reinforce the motherfucking features that he promises to give to every bitch he's in a relationship with. But sometimes he does act right, like all niggas do. So hit that notification bell anyway. Okay. I want to say thank you to all of my recent contributors and donators. I love you guys so much. Those of you who know that I was involved in a car accident 2 months ago, and I'm going through some shit with the insurance company because it was just a whole bunch of drama. If you guys want insight into that drama, just check out the video a few videos back where I had Larry Reed and George Bloomer in the title of that video, and you guys will get all the inside scoop on that situation. But I want to thank all of my contributors. Also to all of the new subscribers, hello, I love you guys. Welcome to the Conscious Crew and Kingdom. Before I get into tonight's dialogue, let me check out the motherfucking chat. What's going on, T Trisha? Okay, T Trisha, I just modded you up, boo. You are modded tonight. What's going on, baby mother? What's going on, Marty? Hey, Smith. What's going on, KC? Hey, MVN. Good morning to you as well. Thank you for the thumbs up. LL laughing too. What's going on, baby? What's going on, Tracy? Hey, Renee. What's going on, Rodney? Rodney, I modded you up, and who? Oh my God, Miss McBain, thank you for the Cash App. I love you so much, darling. Thank you so much. God bless you. I appreciate you. Casey, were you the one who emailed me? I get so many emails. Forgive me if I can't recall. But didn't you email me like a week ago, if I'm not mistaken, about your ranch? Because I want to re-ranch you. Because I had to unmod a lot of people just so I could organize my mod life because it was getting out of control. And a lot of people were being blocked, and I just didn't know what was going on. And so I just had to simplify everything. But Rodney, if you're here, boo, you have a ranch. Okay, Dwalin. And KC, if you're looking for your ranch back, you will be ranched as well. So just let me know. So first and foremost, I want to know if you guys have heard about Miss NENE Leakes. I'm not even sure if this will be a show at this point. Have you guys heard about the reading session? Have any of you guys heard about NENE Leakes' new endeavor? Apparently Miss Nene Leakes is trying something new. She's come up with this show called The Reading Session, and it's her and about 3 or 4 other gay men who are going to sit around and drag and read for the gods. It has received no critical acclaim. It's been dragged, roasted, and deemed as a fail by not only people who are not fans of Miss Nene Leakes, but also by her own fans. Okay. Yes, Funky Dineva did a video on it. Okay, I have to check out Funky Dineva's video. I haven't seen it yet. I watched it, and we just got to get into some things, honey. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get right into it. So, first of all, I want to talk about production. It looked like Nene and friends filmed this in the VIP section of Kentucky Fried Chicken. Okay? Of the Kentucky Fried Chicken restaurant. It looked like Miss Nene Leakes filmed this in the MVP section of Bojangles. Okay? And that Bojangles pulled out all they fanciest stops. The lighting looked like it came from lamps rather than studio lights. And it just looked like a leaked video of white people trying to be black because they think black is edgy. It was just goofy, cringy, and overdone as all culture is when it's appropriated and exploited. Now, that brings me to my next God-given point. Some people were criticizing why were all the panel members gay men and not a mixture of maybe gay men and straight women, etc. I'm going to say this. I do appreciate Nene for at least having her panel be all gay men, because gay men are the gatekeepers of shade, roasting, and gagging. And if anybody should be the front runners and given an opportunity to participate in a brand about shading, it clearly should be the forefathers of sassiness, which are black, same gender loving men. Period, poo. So kudos to Miss Leakes for at least keeping the cast consistent like Bruno Mars does with his black backup dancers and black band and black backup singers and black creative directors. You know, if you're gonna steal some shit, the least you could do is let the community you stealing it from at least gain on the back end as you benefit off the front end. Now, I do want to talk about gay culture vulturing. Okay. My issue, okay, particularly with cis hetero black women in Hollywood as it relates to the gay community thing, is, you know, at this point, it's an all or nothing type of a situation, right? Like, I too, like the other black same gender loving men, don't like this entitlement that cis hetero women, and now even cis hetero men, because cis hetero men are using shade and gag and using lingo and all of this shit, but still want to be very much so homophobic and transphobic. Okay, my only thing is, if you want access to the gay culture, then also give trans women access to the appropriate restrooms. If you guys want access to ideas and creativity and styles and all of the mutant abilities of the LGBT community, and you want to be able to use our culture to benefit you, then also continue to make a very broad space at the table for queer people. Don't be compartmentalized. Don't go and use us for self-gain, but then you still want to be cheerleading the pastor on in his anti-gay sermons, and you still want to be dragging trans women for even identifying as women, and you can't even and don't even want trans women to even take a shit in the female restroom, but you want to be yesing with us. Let us yes and wipe our asses in the appropriate restrooms as it relates to our gender as well. Okay, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Now, also, what I don't care for as it relates to a lot of the cis hetero individuals in Hollywood and media, as it relates to the LGBT community, is a lot of them scream allyship, 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 allyship. And they think that because they're toting gay men and gay women and trans people around as tote bags and pocketbooks, that it means that they're supporting the community. What real allyship and support actually looks like, beyond just putting gay men up beside you to help you shade another bitch or to validate your fabulosity, is also using your God-given platform to actually bridge things between the community and the communities that take up issues with them. Like, I haven't seen a NENE Leakes or a Wendy Williams or a Portia Williams or any of these quote unquote, I'm not going to say the F word, but it starts with the F and it rhymes with bag hags. I haven't seen any of these bag hags put together panels and conversations between the Black community and the gay community, or the Black community and the trans community, or the Black male community and the Black gay men's community, with the intention of building a bridge, you know, that can lead to understanding, that can lead to community. I haven't seen any of these women create or organize anything that actually speaks to or even helps to resolve the real systemic issues that impact the Black LGBT community, because I'm specifically talking to our Black Hollywood stars, okay, who accessorize themselves with gay culture, but don't do anything for the LGBT community, for the Black same gender loving community. I don't see things of substance being done to actually help this same community that are still in real life going through systemic oppression, that are still going through psychological and emotional violence by the religion of their community, by their surrounding community, because homophobia and transphobia and hate crimes committed against queer people and trans women is still very real. Still very real. And I don't see any of that. And I would love to see more of that. Okay? Now, my baby daddy, Jason Lee, was on his show, Hollywood Unlocked, feeling salty about so-called stereotypical gays taking up spaces in media as if there aren't other types of gay men to spotlight. And I agree. I agree. I agree that I would like to see also a diversity of gays on television. But the truth is, the reasons why shows like Chasing Reality and G Hustle, the Bad Boys Club, and those type of queer shows are supported by Hollywood to some degree. Even the type of flamboyant gays that are recruited by these Black reality TV series like Love and Hip Hop and Real Housewives of Atlanta's, it's because the flamboyant, super feminine gay men are the ones who have all the goddamn personality, charisma, and it's entertaining. Nobody wants to see y'all masculine presenting gay asses on TV acting all heteronormative, because they can just put straight men on TV in that case. We already know what masculine gay men look like in media. That would be P. Diddy, Andrew Gilliam, Young Buck, Bobby Valentino, and Kim Burrell's ex-husband, just to name a few. Girl. So we already know what masculine queer men look like in media. Masculine gay men don't work for entertainment. They work for other forms, and there are other tables that are appropriate for masculine presenting gay men. But entertainment television, not so much. Okay? Now, my last point before my final point is I don't think the timing is right for this show when it comes to NeNe. The last few weeks have been us seeing NeNe frizzy, frustrated, and crying tears of brokenness because of Bravo and because the shade her friend Wendy Williams threw. So to come back off all that emotion with a show that has the potential to create controversy, because here NeNe is already starting off shading Tyra Banks. Yet we know, just like Kim Burrell, NeNe can dish it, and it's all fun and games when she's the giver. But when everybody else starts dragging, shading, roasting, and gagging her, it's a congressional hearing down to the state credit union because her balance on her receipt keeps reading insufficient. This show seems like a desperate attempt for NeNe to capitalize off of the public's last remaining good memory of her, which is her title as the Shade Queen of Atlanta Housewives. But the reads on the reading session show weren't even heavy-hitting reading. They were dry, crunchy, and just flat-assed. And the harem of eunuchs sounding off around her only added insult to injury because they were supposed to be reading as well, but they had these low-budget taglines instead. And it just didn't work. If you're going to do a read-driven show, first you need to recruit heavy hitters in the read game. And not just any gay man living on a blow-up mattress in the middle of Bankhead. She would have had a better shot recruiting Funky Dineva, Miss Lawrence, Billy Porter, and Kaya's Wisdom Teeth as a roundup cast. Oh, my bad. You would have had to pay them. So NeNe, we already know, is balling on a budget, on a non-Bravo budget at that. So she went the free route. But you see where you got, NeNe. You see where that got you. It got you roasted and dragged across these viral streets because nobody was here for this desperate OnlyFans at best production with these short bus ass reads. Now my last point and my final point is going to be helping you all to properly define shading, reading, dragging, and roasting. Okay? Now, shading is like a ninja. It's an insult so quick and clean that you almost don't even catch it in the moment that it's issued. It's not until the ride home after meeting your best friend's best friend that you realize that nappy-headed bitch tried to shade you about your bundles. Okay? Reading is quick and clean, almost undetectable. Okay? Almost. Almost. That's what shade is. I mean, almost undetectable. Now, reading. Reading is a reality check that's relevant to your actual life circumstance. That's uncomfortable enough to piss you off, but useful enough to humble your damn ego. Okay? When you go to read somebody, okay? Once again, it's a reality check that's relevant to a person's actual life circumstance. That's uncomfortable enough to piss their ass off, but also useful enough to humble the shit out of their asses, okay? Now, dragging. Dragging is a hybrid between reading and roasting. It's a combination of tough love, but a beating that takes a toll on your soul. Okay? Dragging is sprinkled with truth, but with a hard whip, baby. And you don't know whether God loves you or hates you afterwards. Because that's how tough the tough love is. Okay? And last but not least, roasting. Roasting is completely unlawful. It's explicit, it's void of love, and it's designed to highlight everything you is, can be, and will forever be wrong with you. It's designed to emphasize and to highlight everything that is, can be, and will forever be wrong with you. It can be completely creative. It can also be filled with lies. As long as the lies can tear away at your reputation and image of yourself, because a roasting is a complete annihilation of your mind, body, and soul. From ashes to ashes, dust to dust, bitch. And may you rot in hell for eternity is the nature of a roasting. It's a complete brutality upon your mortal being and your eternal self, okay? Now, all in all, a show like this was too expected from Nene, which is what makes it uninteresting and lackluster. But really, it wasn't molded and thought out enough. I think you should scrap it, Nene, and try again. Unless you like for this show to be the show that everybody loves to hate, girl. Because people love to support the things they hate. Because we are a society that loves to talk shit, unfortunately. And we are a society that refuses to turn away from what we think is a train wreck. So, as much as we will proclaim to hate it, hate it, hate it, and actually do, we also can't stop looking, and talking. So, even a embarrassing attempt, even a embarrassing production, even a goofy, corny ass show that somehow is so bad that it garners attention and viewership is something that can actually still work. Matter of fact, Nene, you should really know all about that because you were the Real Housewives of Atlanta's girl that everyone loved to hate. People didn't want you there, but the show wasn't also quite the same without you because every system needs a villain. Every system needs a fan favorite and needs somebody who makes the fans pull their fucking eyeballs out. Because it keeps our lower and higher selves both engaged, which turns into big bucks for the serpent systems, institutions, networks, radio stations, newspapers, etc. You even see that design in your local news. They love to sprinkle out 85% negative news and give you a good 15% good news. You know, it happened to be sunny today as Iran is being bombed. How about that? Don't fall for the okie dokie, you guys. I'm going to read the comments here and then I'm going to go to bed. Hey, Miss Old School, how are thou? What's going on, Keisha? Hey, Mega. Hey, Lawrence TV. Spill the P. Diddy tea. You know what? Maybe I will. But you know what? I'm trying my best not to become the next Jaguar. Right. You know, just not trying to do that to folk. But I did want to come through and just talk about the reading session. You guys can check it out. Just type in the reading session on YouTube and you can pull it up and see it yourself. Or go check out King Reed's or Jason Lee's commentary. He played a good portion of this show in the making. I know Nene said that this was just a meeting. It wasn't an impressive one, and first impressions are certainly lasting impressions. I just don't feel it, and this definitely was not it. It was embarrassing. What's going on, LIVG? What's going on? So you guys check it out. After you guys check it out, you come back and tell me what you think. To my Black LGBT community, you guys tell me how you feel about Hollywood and society, copying and pasting our culture, and yet still very much so wanting to be transphobic and homophobic. If that makes sense, and if we are indeed okay with that, yeah, there's lots of talking points that can be pointed out as we talk about this. I'm going to check it out. Yeah, check it out. It's only, a minute or 2 minutes or so. I think it's also on Nene Leak's Instagram if she hasn't taken it down, because she did go to her YouTube channel and completely defend this show, because, yeah, the people checked off no is a no for us. Nene Leaks is a no. It's a no. What also might be a point that Miss Nene Leaks is not considering is that the public actually doesn't want to see you right now. There's just been a lot of drama, and there's just been a lot. And I think sometimes you have to just give people a break, okay? Especially when you've carried on with the folk, honey. And it's been one thing after another, after another, after another, after another, after another, after another. And I think the public is really, really, really over it. I think even if she would have put this off, I think the public still would have been over it, because the people are low-key really telling her that they're kind of over her for right now. They just need a break. And you're not going to make money and be relevant when the people are done. Public figures can't keep themselves relevant. We keep them relevant. So there's nothing you can really do when the people are just needing a nap, a long nap from you, girl. They're needing a long lunch break, a long lunch break. Ultimately, we are a society that loves our celebrities. So we always go back around to loving them again. But there does come a point in time, every now and again, every other blue moon, that we just need a break from some people, especially when they've done a lot. LGBT, GTG, sorry, but stay safe. Absolutely. So, but I also get it on Nene's end. She's in a $1.5 something million home, got bills, and she pays those bills by being a relevant public figure, and she's not cashing Donald Trump checks anymore, and she's not cashing Bravo checks anymore, and she's not cashing Glee checks anymore, and she's not cashing Dancing with the Stars checks anymore, and she might just be reduced to paying her water bill with flat tummy tea products. And we may be seeing Nene Leakes sell some property very soon, which would be very, very unfortunate. I would just encourage Miss Leakes to find a way to monetize the living shit out of her YouTube platform, to get her sponsorship up on her Instagram platform, because motherfuckers be making big bank off of their social media platforms, okay? She really just needs to get with a social media expert, get her a really, really top-notch social media manager, and to just help her to utilize her social media platforms to the highest potential, because she already has an established following. She has a rather large social media platform. So there's still lots of bank and per capital for her. She just has to make it work. Her time right now as a reality star might have just come to an end. She's just gonna have to make some sound investments with the coin she got, and just kind of sit still and work out some other areas for revenue, because the public doesn't seem to really be budging. Time to get an OnlyFans, huh, baby? That's where I thought this reading session. I thought that this reading session show looked like it was an OnlyFans exclusive. I said, "Oh, this must be an OnlyFans production." I mean, her and Greg apparently have a very interesting sex life. I mean, there may be a demographic of people who are here for ex-reality stars over the age of 50, having very intense relations at night under their polyester sheets. So that's something that maybe her and Greg can consider is the OnlyFans. Nene is of a certain class, so maybe this doesn't have to be full out porn. Maybe she can just record her and Greg's body movements underneath the sheets, you know, and leave it to our imagination, just what must be going on. You know, where are these cow sounds coming from? Where are these Ronald McDonald Farm sounds coming from, girl? Who's doing what to who, girl? Like, you know, who's applying the pressure that's making the bricks that's holding up the pillars of the bed? You know, who's creating the crackling of the wood? You know, is it Nene with the thrust of the hip? Or is it Greg laid on the side, giving her that good side missionary love? Like, you know, there could be a fan base for that, you know, and she could still maintain her dignity as well without letting it all hang out. So maybe that's something to consider, you know, because apparently Cardi B making good bread off the OnlyFans. Apparently, Black China is banking big off the OnlyFans. Apparently, OnlyFans is where it's at. Safari and Erica Mina apparently, you know, painting her toenails and having his toenails painted, and her pegging him, and you know, it's working for some folk. So anything's possible in this age. You know, what's interesting about the age that we live in is that everything works. Even the shit that's completely wrong and uncomfortable works. It all works. So it's a very interesting time to be alive because it all works. Something to consider, and something that I'm probably going to need a bottle of Hennessy to completely remove from my mind. So whichever one of the subscribers who suggested an OnlyFans and motivated my mind to literally visualize what that would look like for Miss Nene Leakes, I'm going to need you blocked immediately for traumatizing me for the night. Okay, I had planned to go to bed after this, and now I'm going to be sitting straight up with all of the lights in my home on and my eyes wide open as a result. So thank you, darling. Now, I'm going to be in the Patreon tomorrow because I got so caught up today that I could not go in to my Patreon and kick it with my Patreon family about things that we don't discuss on the YouTuberations. So those of you who want to join me on StreamYard and want to cackle and kiki and to get into some things with the king and be up close and personal, you guys can subscribe to the Patreon. All information is in the bottom below. And I apologize to my patrons. I got you guys on tomorrow. I set aside the time and booked my appointment with you guys. So baby daddy will be there to the rescue. I love you guys. And yeah, check out Miss Nene Leakes and tell me what you guys think in the comment section afterwards. You know, just let me know what your thoughts are. And have you spoken Jarvis says, have you spoken to William McDead? No, I haven't spoken to William McDead. Why would I? Why would I? I don't. I'm not sure what type of question that is, Jarvis. I'm not sure why you would think that me and Miss McDead would have spoken. Like, why would we need to speak? What is there to speak about? Actually, what would be the what would be the context of the meeting? Would it be me giving him hair weave advice? Would it be me giving him press on fingernail uh tips? Would it be me uh giving him like what would be, why would we have spoken? Like what we've never spoken. Why would we speak? Exactly. He mentioned the y'all on every live to get cash apps. Well, there you have it. If y'all is me, King Jives, and Larry Reed, I mean, his only claim to any sense of relevancy would be the real 18, which is me, King Jives, and Laurie. So yeah, no, there's no speaking. He will be mentioning us for the rest of his days, for cash apps. I mean, you guys have to understand the way that Miss McGruff lives. She's in a dilapidated 2.5-star extended stay in downtown Atlanta. Those cash apps help to provide $5 box and tune-ups and pre-used transmissions to, be installed in that raggedy ass 1987 van that she continues to pooch around in these consolidated ass Gucci suits that she wears. So the struggle queen is, a real struggle. That's struggle nation over there. Yeah, so I'm happy if my name allows her to get money to keep a roof over her head, I'm doing the Lord's work. If speaking my name motivates some charity for her to not wrap a rope around her neck and to just keep living one more day, my work is definitely done. Like, if my name is providing her life and safety and allows her to wake up one more day amongst the living, where she has an opportunity to repent and to get her life together and to figure out if she wants to finish her degree at Morehouse, then my work is perfectly done. So I want her to, continue to survive out here. We don't wish evil on the girls. We only wish repentance and self-correction. We don't have ill feelings over here in the conscious kingdom. We don't wish and want death and destruction for people. We want people to just find themselves and hopefully be a better human being and use their God-given talents for productive purposes. So she wanna be on the Patreon so bad. Oh, poor baby. Yeah, she don't receive enough cash apps per video in order to do that. But, there are enough to provide her with at least one swing around to the Taco Bell drive-through window. And so she pretty much lives on a fast at this point. But there will be no speaking, and we wish Miss McDead all the blessings, love, and light and revelation that she could ever afford in one single life. Now, I have to go to bed because I'm literally exhausted. I'm not even sure that this live is real. Maybe I'm dreaming that I'm on live. That's how tired I am. She didn't go live the other night and made a post saying, if y'all don't cash at me, I'm not going live. Wow, baby. whoo, that means shit is getting real. And that's just sad. That's just sad. I'm sure she could sell those goddamn like those suits on fucking eBay, or at least sell them to a goddamn museum. You know, I'm sure that some museum that specializes in fossils and dinosaur bones and ancient relics would definitely pay good money for these outdated ass designer clothes that Miss McDead believes that she is certainly pooching around so fashionably in. I'm sure that there's like some fucking monk sitting in the bottom basement of the Vatican Library that would definitely take these garments that are as old as Peter's sandals and hang them up somewhere and preserve them just in case Earth is completely destroyed and aliens find us and wants to learn about our culture. And they can have these suits to reference Gucci and Donatello's very first designs. I'm sure of it. Thank you, Jarvis. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, T. Trisha. A nice piece of change. Cute piece of coin, honey. Cute piece of coin. I mean, you don't look fashionable in them anyway. Like, the clothes are wearing you. You're not even wearing them. So you might as well just give them up. They're not even relevant. Like, it's okay. Like, that's another read for another day. Maybe we'll address her someday. But honey, I didn't even know that bitch was still alive. Like, I was sure she had croaked by now, at least. Like, I didn't even know she still goes live. I didn't even know she was still alive. So that's news to me. But God ain't done with her yet. So God bless her. Check out Nene Leaks, the reading session. You guys will know what you think. And I will talk to you guys soon. I'm probably going to have a hot topics video coming for you guys, just to kind of switch it up. We've been talking about, you know, some spiritual shit and all that good jazz on the channel. So I'm going to give you guys, you know, some of the devil's content too. So be looking out for some stuff this week. I'm working. I'm feeling motivated. I'm feeling inspired. I'm feeling pretty good. Feeling focused. So we got shit to do over here, okay? I've been interviewed like crazy. You guys go check out Cal McKay's interview with me. He had a great conversation. However, only 12 minutes of that interview is uploaded. I think that YouTube is still processing it. But that was a 3-hour live, and I believe he's going to re-upload it. So we had a really, really, really great dialogue. I'm also going to be bringing him onto the platform and talking to him about some things. Also, check out Truth Seeker's interview with me as well. Last week, we had a dope conversation as well, man. It's really been feeling good getting back to that spiritual stuff, because that's where my channel started off at. I never wanted to go into celebrity news, but God forced me to, in order to expand my audience. God forced me to, in order to expand my versatility as a commentator. And it was a challenge, but it was a great challenge. I do enjoy celebrity commentary now, but I still very much so love my esoteric stuff, and I love getting my Iyanla Fix My Life on my platform. That's like the heart and soul of who I am and the work that I do, and the way that I want to relate to the world. The celebrity stuff is just bait. You know, it's just bait. But you can still do productive stuff with the celebrity news. It just depends on how you report it and what conversations you create as a result of the way that you speak about that stuff. So the celebrity stuff can be used with purpose if that's one's intent. The name again is Cal McKay's. All the links is in my community feed. Just be real, so just check that out. You'll see the video, but like I said, only 12 minutes of it is up. And the other guy is Truth Seeker. He's also in my community feed too. So just scroll there and you'll see the links, boo. Tracy says, just let me know when you are going to pull out the library card. I will, Tracy. I will. I love you guys. Let me get out of here. Good night. And I will see you guys, okay, tomorrow. Bye.